Hey guys, now we are going to talk about Microsoft Windows Server Active Directory. So, what is Active Directory, where it is located, we will come in more in detail. So, for that, first I will show you where the Active Directory is located. So, if you go here, now click on Server Manager. So, then you will be, you can click here, Add Role and Features. Then you'll go next, and this is that IP address, and this is the only one server is present right now, so we'll be go next. And then you can see here Active Directory Domain Services. So if you click on that Active Directory Domain Services, what is this? Active Directory Domain Service store information about objects. What are the objects? Networks, users, storage, any information which is there in your computer, all the information is going to pick it, or you have a control on that. So right now you can see this particular server is a local server. I mean, it is acting as a just normal machine, normal Windows machine. There is no server features is enabled here. So the first features that we are going to enable, which is Active Directory. So with the help of that, you can control servers, or you can control machines, etc. Alright. So now what we will do, first we will be configuring Active Directory uh, domain services. Yes. So once you'll click in, so you see we have selected the service. We will do the installation. So before that, first I will be taking you what is Active Directory. So guys, you have to know that Active Directory is a metadata. So what is metadata? So metadata information about other data, like data about other data, like that is the metadata. So Active Directory is the database, so we store the data like user information, computer information. You can see this is the user information, computer information, also other network objects, like is that VPN is there, is that network policy server is there, any tunnel is there. So every single things, what kind of encryption will be running in the tunnel. So every single things you will be having the information, and it has the compatibility to manage the administrator, the compiled network which is connected with the AD. So first we will be doing the installation, and then we will be coming next. Alright. So this is your Active Directory. So you will be doing the installation first. So let's go to the server. We have selected Active Directory Domain Services. So from where, this is the role. You can see here role, from here Active Directory Domain Services. Now click next. Click next. Now if you're having a Azure, Microsoft Azure and everything, so you can connect directly there. But now we want to connect it locally. I mean, it is only this service is only installed in this particular machine, what you can see here. Now you will be click on install. So once you'll be click on this, installation has been started. You can see it here that you know network policy management, and ADDS tools, Active Directory module, and PowerShell. So I will come up with the separate module when we will discuss about this PowerShell. You can see it here, PowerShell. Now you can see the installation started on SRV. SRV is the name of the server. So I have shown you earlier also, like see, this is the name of this server. Right now you can see computer name is work group. So once you will be configured this one, it will be under coming under domain. Okay, so what is domain, that we will discuss. So I'm just waiting this one to be installed. So what we are installing, Active Directory. Alright, where we are installing, in top of SRV. So you can see it here. This is SRV, this is the name of the system. Computer name is SRV, so it's setting it here, meaning it is installing here. Now if you go here and check users, so right now who is the user? So you can go to the account and you can see who is that user here. Local account, it's a local account. Okay, so once it is installed and configured, I will show you this account type will get changed. Okay, now you see installation has been done. Now we have to promote this on domain controller. Now we are creating a new domain. So once you'll click on that forest, so I'm giving that name of that forest. Let's say I'm just giving a one domain name, network red dot lan. So I'm giving next. That is the domain we have created. Okay, so in between I'll show you what is that domain. I mean, what does domain called? What is domain is all about? So what is domain? So domain is a set of network resources, application printers, and so forth. I mean, it can be any information. So it's just a name, right? We have, let's say, any website, google.com. It's a domain, right? So it will be having a set of resources will be inbuilt there. So rather giving IP address, you are giving some name. So that's all about the domain. So same thing, we have given one domain name here. Now you can see it here, the functional level. So you want this particular domain will be working only 2000, mean only in 2019, or mean it will be compatible with 2016, 2000 server 2008 or 2012. I said okay, it will be compatible with 2016 because that operating system we are using, that is 2019. So you want to see it, Win Bahar. You see, Windows Server 2019 Data Center Edition. Can you see here? Data Center Edition we are using. So now we will be giving one password. So let me put the password here. Admin at 123. Admin at 123. So password we have set. Now we will be going next. Okay. So once you'll click on next, so it will be taking you uh, another page. Over here it's asking, do you want to create DNS and all those. So I said right now I don't want, I will be doing it later. Now this is the net bias name, it will be coming. Net bias mean only the domain name details, like network rate dot lan we have given, right? Network rate, that is the net bias name, so which will be interacting with your DNS. Now click on next. So this is that default place where your active directory information will be stored. Alright, active directory is going to store there. Okay, now click on next. Now if you see that this is the domain name has been we have created, and that is the functional level, and this is the location and all those. Suppose you are a very pro user, you are a very advanced user, you don't want to go this graphical uh, configuration all, you want to go with the PowerShell. So you can see this is that command. If you run with PowerShell, you copy this and go to that PowerShell. This is PowerShell, and paste it here. You will give that username and credential, and then it will start, installation will start, I mean configuration will start. So this is that command. Okay, now you will be coming next. You will coming click on next, and then you see DDS installation starts. I mean, that process, the services has been started. So once this is finished, and then your system will ask for reboot. Once this reboot, and then you will be seen that this computer is no more in work group. Can you see here work group? So it will be under domain because we are configuring domain now. Fine. Active Directory domain services. So what is the benefit of domain services? You can have a control on each and every devices. I mean, you can control the devices. Let's say printer, let's say any user, any device, how they are connected, how it will be. You can see everything is fine as of now. So we will be going and we will start doing the installation, right? So that is all about your AD. Now we are doing AD configuration. So you can integrate AD with multiple other mode like ADS, ADCS, ADFS. So these are the type of federation service, certificate service. These are the features also AD can have. Now let's say you have one primary domain and you also can create secondary domain. Then you can create RODC, read only domain controller. Suppose I will be the prime user, prime administrator. If some other user are there in some other location, so they only have just access of to see, they can't do any configuration. Suppose they are having a bank, the main branch will be having all access, and other branches they just can have read only mode. Otherwise, if some attack or something by mistake they make some changes locally, that will impact on the overall business. So that's what that kind of infrastructure mostly people make. Over here we are making only single ADDS, alright, Active Directory domain controller. So we have discussed about domain, we have discussed about AD, we have discussed where the AD and file gets stored. Then we have discussed about you know how you can run with PowerShell. Okay, so this is the thing. Now as I told you, it will be in reboot now. Okay, so everything you can see successfully configured the domain controller. Now it's restarting and you will able to see that the username followed by the domain name, it will going to come. Now you will do plenty practical and you will talk about that. So just uh, the system come up, let the system come up now. So it won't take much time. uh, it's just checking that you know domain services, they just updating. You can see here now applying the computer settings like domain settings, etc. Now we will be adding one more client with this. Now if you see here, we have Windows 10. This Windows 10 we will be adding with Windows Server. This will be the server, this is the client. And then I will show you, you won't be able to install anything. You won't be able to make any changes. Okay, so those all you will show you up. So next videos. So just now I am just going to show you up that we have done with the domain. Hey guys, you can see that the installation has been done. I mean ADDS. So once you'll be click here, you can see network rate, that is the domain name followed by the administrator. So you will put that password admin at 123. So then you can get inside into the domain. Now you can see there is no major changes as it is. Just have we have installed the domain. So once we click on the local server, now you can see here in the domain. So can you see that earlier it was a group? Can you see it's now? It's a domain, isn't it? Fine. You okay with this? Alright. So we have done with domain configuration. Now what we will do, we will go here and we will turn on Windows 10. Let's say this is our Windows 10. We will turn on. Now what was that IP credential and all those we have shared into this Windows server? We will check that ncpa.cpl. Done. Now we will be we will make it disable and then we will make it enable. Once we will do it, we will see this will be also coming under domain. It will be showing you network rate.lan. Can you see that here? Yes. Now let's say this is the Windows 10 and it's turned on. You'll go here. Now you will go here and we will logged in admin at 123. Now machine is logged in. Now you will be going here into the network and then just we will be going to the network setting. So this is our Windows server and this is the client. Now you will be going to the run. It's here, run. So once you are into the run and then we will type here ncpa.cpl. So once we do it, so you can see that network, we have got the network connection here in that client, Windows client here. Now in this network we will change that IP address because it is in DHCP. We are going to put in static here. We will go down. We will select IPv4. Now you'll click on select and we will give that IP 192.168 then 43.101 and server IP address is 100, means 100 and this is 101. 192.168 43.1 192.168.43.1, that is the DNS. So we'll go in that server and we will try to ping to the client cmd ping 192.168 then 43.101. Now we are getting a reply. So now you, from this client side, you will be pinging 192.168.40.43.100, that is the server IP address. So that is also pinging. There is no problem. Alright. Okay. Now in the server we will check the network setting. Start ncpa.cpl. You want to check the network setting. This is the network. We'll go to properties, IPv4. Now can you see that once you have done with the domain, so it took on that loopback. So we will be changing it. We don't have any separate DNS server, so this particular machine we want to make a DNS server, right? So 192.168, then 43.1. So this one we want to make it as a DNS. Alright, so now if you see NSLOOKUP, that is it is resolving the DNS. Now we are going here, or we are going to ping network red dot LAN. So it's not pinging now. You know why? Because he is not able to find where is the domain is, because this particular device is not part of that domain. So it's now individual user. You can see here. You'll go here. You check that users account. If you see now, can you see here? It's a local account administrator, so it's not a part of domain. So how you will be making it part of domain? So that we will come up to that, how you will be adding into the next video. So please let me know if there is any questions. So you will be going to this network red websites, and you can put any command based on, like, if you see I have posted something on Windows Server also. You can search here server, and then server related information will come. Okay, Windows Server related post also will be there, maybe in the next page. So uh, from there you can post it if they're having any questions. Anyway, so next we are going with deploying a DNS server. And okay, before DNS server, I think we will be doing more deep dive about that servers and all those. Okay, so you just have a look in this how to configure ADDS. So enter process, procedure, everything I have shared in this video, so it will help you out. Thank you guys.